I almost died last year, and this is my story. This really all started 2 years ago. I just had my firstborn daughter, Winona. I unexpectedly had her a month early by C-section. That's a whole another story for another time. A couple months after having Winona, I was feeling fine, but I started having rectal bleeding whenever I went to the bathroom. I didn't really think anything of it at first, just because that's the type of person I am. I tend to ignore and push through things like that rather than overthink them. So it took me a couple of months before I actually went to a doctor about it. Once I finally did, the doctor did an exam and determined that it was just hemorrhoids. I had just been pregnant and had a baby, so that's pretty normal. So they told me just take stool softeners and I should be alright. And there was no reason to think anything else because, again, I was feeling fine. The bleeding was the only thing that was going on, so I just got pretty used to it and moved on with my life. Then in early April of 2024, I found out that I was pregnant with Hazel. I was about 4 months postpartum and I was still having rectal bleeding, but I felt fine. That is until end of May. I started feeling really sick, weak, and awful all the time. I started having these horrible abdominal cramps, and I started having diarrhea all the time, going to the bathroom so many times throughout the days. When all of these symptoms started, I realized that my rectal bleeding had never stopped. It had actually only gotten worse, to the point where I was regularly passing blood clots. Eventually, my quality of life had gotten pretty bad. I couldn't take care of Winona on my own, I was almost in constant pain, and I was stuck at home all the time since I had to be close to a bathroom. So we went to the doctor and they said they would normally have me get a colonoscopy, but that wasn't the best option since I was in my second trimester now. So my doctor had to get creative and do other testing, blood tests, stool samples, all that fun stuff. End of June, we were finally able to diagnose me with ulcerative colitis.